Hi, I'm Tim Kelley from the Montgomery Fund and welcome to this week's Video Insight. Today I want to highlight some important long-term trends that are having a dramatic effect on the earnings and prospects of a number of Australian companies, but don't always get the attention they deserve, possibly because they play out over long periods of time. A good example is 10 Network Holdings, which has been in the papers recently because the company and its advisors have been having trouble getting the major shareholders to agree on a sale of the network. The potential for a big transaction to be done makes for interesting reading, and the personalities on the 10 board make it all the more newsworthy. But for us, 10 hasn't been interesting from an investment perspective for many years, and it likely never will be. The issue is that the world is changing. While older Australians still tune into free-to-air TV and watch an average of 3 hours per night, younger Australians don't. They're far more likely to choose streaming video on demand from a company like Netflix and watch exactly what they want, when they want, often on a mobile device. The older generation may be set in their ways, but over time will represent a smaller and smaller part of the market. Also, as telecommunications networks get faster and more widespread, the headwinds against FTA will only increase. This doesn't mean that companies like Netflix will necessarily be good investments. It may be that consumers are the real winners, as there will be more competition and more choice. But it does mean that businesses like 10 are probably standing in the path of a freight train. In the short term, a sale transaction may well provide an answer for 10's current investors, but investors with a long-term perspective probably left the building a long time ago. As this chart of Netflix revenue growth shows, this change has been coming for over a decade. Technology-led disruption of existing business models has had a big impact on traditional media businesses, parts of the retail market, and in markets for services like taxis and accommodation, and no doubt will affect many other parts of the market in the years ahead. It might not make for big news headlines, but thinking about the long-run effect of changing business models can make a big difference to long-term investment returns and should probably be part of your investment process. That's it for this week. We'll be back with more next week, and in the meantime, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter.